Hi, this is Dr. Pam Van Arsdell, and it's great to be with you again today. Today, I'd like to talk about mushrooms and breast cancer. But first, let's talk about how mushrooms can help us to fight all types of cancer. Mushrooms are antiangiogenic, which means they help prevent cancer cells from obtaining their own blood supply. Mushrooms help us to protect our cell DNA. They are apoptotic, which means they contribute to program cell death in cancer cells, and they have been found in studies to decrease the growth of cancer cells. In a recent study in Japan, researchers divided the patients who had advanced cancer into two groups. One group that got traditional chemotherapy, the other group received traditional chemotherapy along with a substance from mushrooms called lentinan, and followed the patients over years. And what they found is the patients who received the chemotherapy with the lentinan lived significantly longer overall survival rate than those who just received the chemotherapy. This could be in part because of mushrooms, the ability of mushrooms to boost our immune system. It's very important to keep our immune system running at its maximum potential because our immune system really is a great weapon. It's to fight cancer in our bodies. And mushrooms are one of those foods that are really a superstar when it comes to boosting our immune system. They're talked about a lot in this book, Super Immunity by Furhman. I highly recommend it. So how do mushrooms enhance our immune system? Well, they enhance the effect of natural killer cells, or NKT cells. These cells directly attack and kill substances, carcinogens, things that could be harmful to us, cancer cells. So these natural killer cells are enhanced by mushrooms. Then we also have another cell in our immune system known as the dendritic cell. These cells are found on the surfaces and in our linings, like on the surface of our skin, and they capture things that could be harmful to us and present those things to the immune system for the immune system to then take care of and get rid of. In addition, the mushrooms also have something on them known as lectins. Lectins bind to the surface of abnormal cells, including cancer cells, and then call the immune system into action against those cells. Lectins are also then taken into the cell and interfere with the abnormal cell or the cancer cell's potential to replicate. So another wonderful feature of mushrooms. We also want to talk about mushrooms and breast cancer. So we've talked about all the different ways that mushrooms can help protect against any cancer, but mushrooms really have a secret weapon when it comes to protecting women against breast cancer, and that is they are aromatase inhibitors. Aromatase is an enzyme in our bodies that produces estrogen. It's also called estrogen synthase. And when a person has breast cancer, that system is hijacked and aromatase is overexpressed. There's too much estrogen, and that fuels the breast cancer. So aromatase inhibitors tamp down the effect of that enzyme and could potentially protect against the growth of breast cancer. In fact, there's a whole class of drugs that have been developed that are aromatase inhibitors, and we know that there are a few foods that do that as well. Mushrooms are one of those foods. And it doesn't have to be any weird kind of mushroom. The beneficial effects of mushrooms can be seen with just simple white button mushrooms, crimini mushrooms, portobello, baby bella, shiitake mushrooms, the types of mushrooms that we can get at the grocery. And these components are heat stable, so they are not destroyed with cooking. In fact, most experts recommend that we cook the mushrooms to protect us from anything harmful that might be on the raw mushrooms. So I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about mushrooms. I'll be including some mushroom recipes on my website, so you'll have to check that out. I look forward to connecting with you again soon for our 5th and final breast cancer video.